Come on. There we go. Yo, Jennifer. Oh my gosh. Hi, Starseed. Haven't seen you in a while. Hello, Sylvia. Welcome, welcome. How you doing, Starseed? It's been a while. I hope life is treating you fine. Mary Jane, how you doing? How are you, Jen? Okay. Take it. It's okay. It's all good. You do what you gotta do. So this will be the last reading for tonight. Hi, Mystery. Capricorn is the last, and I'll try to get back tonight, tomorrow night, or not tonight, tomorrow night, or the next night, and finish the last three, which are going to be Aquarius and Pisces and Aries. And then they'll all be done for May. That'll be a joy. That will be a joy. I'll have that off my back. I can concentrate on the personal readings. Not too bad. A little tired tonight, Mary Jane, but, you know. Hi, Charros. Welcome. Let's get right into it, shall we? I think there's enough in here now. I can't see the number how many, but I'm assuming there's enough people in here to begin. Let's see. This is for Capricorn. Capricorn, Capricorn. What's going on for Capricorn from this day, April 28th through to May 31st, 2020? This is a general public reading. Excuse me. This is a general public reading, and this may or may not resonate with you, is my point, is what I'm trying to get out. This is not a personal reading directed just at you. So when I say you, I mean each individual person. If you want that, you have to have a private reading. Then it's all about you. These are general readings, so some of it may apply, some of it may hit home. Maybe all of it will hit home. That happens as well. And maybe just bits and pieces. And if you don't have anything hitting home, then you're not linking in with my connection, or I'm not linking in with you. I advise and encourage you to keep going channel to channel, reader to reader, till you find somebody that does. Hi, Sarah. Hi, Linda. Hello, Natasha. Welcome, welcome, everybody. For anybody that's new, my name is Natalie, and we're here to do the monthly reading for the sign of Capricorn. That's the last reading for tonight, and I'll finish the last three over the next couple nights, either tomorrow night or the night after. So, Capricorn, Capricorn. What's going on for Capricorn? Please bring forward anything Capricorn needs a heads up about, some insight on, some direction, enlightenment. Hello, my darling, beautiful black lover. How are you? How are you? You're going to have me to yourself here very shortly, sweetie. You will. Did you want to come up and sit behind me? You can. Hold on. I'll bring that tree down on top of me. That's an actual tree. The leaves aren't real, but the trunk is. It's a pine. There we go. We fished it out of the river in a freshet one year. Come on. Come on up. Come up, sweetheart. Come on. Hurry up. Hurry up. Mommy's got stuff to do. People's awaiting, sweetie. Come on up. Right here in back of me, though. You're not getting up front. You're not walking in front of the camera and sniffing at the computer. He hates this computer. He says, there goes Mommy. I'm going to be ignored while she's sitting there. Bring forward whatever Capricorn needs to be enlightened about, any direction as well. Okay, I'm going to cut the deck right here. Sweetheart, you can't come up here right now. Okay, Mommy can't do this and watch you at the same time. Okay, let me check with Lilith. We'll confirm that these are indeed your cards, Capricorn. Baby, no, no. Mommy's using the pendulum. You really have to sit still. Okay? Sit still. All right, Lilith, Spirit, please come forward for this reading, this general free public reading for the sign of Capricorn for the time period starting today, April 28th through to May 31st, 2020. Are the top 5 cards, as this deck stands, the cards that are meant for this general reading. Stop moving me, baby. He keeps bumping into me. She's saying yes, and she's not swaying or straying from that, so we're going to go with that right away. And here we go. All right, very first card's always your overall energy. Oh, the 9 of Wands and defense. Doesn't look like a boring card, does it? Nope, and it's not going to be. That's your overall energy. It's going to have a play through the whole month. The next card, I haven't seen her in forever. We've got the Angel of the Ocean. She's all about healing, this falling into your finances and your wealth. Wealth represents not just money, but wealth of mental health, of emotional health, stability, and the ways that count. Third card, your hearth, your home, your family, your intimates. Wow, we've got the Queen of Swords, and she's all about resilience. I like to see that during these times. The word resilient, that's a great thing. The next card we're looking at here, your challenges, should there be any. We've got the 8 of Pentacles, and achievement is the prompt on this card. That's really nice. And the last card is always your message from Spirit. This is fan-freaking-tastic, my friends. Wow. You got the Ace of Pentacles and prosperity. This is a beautiful card for you guys. That's fantastic. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. You tip you up a bit here. We got no blackout tonight. Isn't that something? That's the second time tonight we didn't have to deal with a blackout. That's a good thing. There we go. Alrighty. Why do I use the pendulum, Nirvana? Because my guides work through the pendulum. And the pendulum is just for straight yes or no answers. And sometimes I will pick up on messages that come through on top of that as well. And some people, like when we're doing the mini readings, sometimes their questions are straight yes or no. And that's what she brings, straight yes or no. If you want to know how long something's going to take, what direction to go in, you know, love questions, a lot of those. Does he love me? Does she love me? It's a relationship. Am I going to meet somebody? We try to break it down as much as we can. Cards are something different. Pendulum is just a great way to connect with his guides and with Spirit itself. And it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. She is, I use her at the beginning of every reading before I start turning the cards over to confirm with her that the cards that are coming up are the cards that are meant for this reading. So we do a lot with the pendulum. Her name is Lilith. My pendulums have all named themselves as I opened them and the first time. And she came out as Lilith. So look down below, Starseed. Look down below the video window that you're looking at where you see me. And in the description box, right where it says Capricorn May 2020, down below that, all the information is there if you want to have a private reading. You just have to read through. Okay, so let me get my shades on here. Thank you, Jennifer. Okay, put them off to the side. Very first card is the 9 of Wands. And it represents either, however you want to pronounce it, defense, defensiveness. Shows the guard being put up there. So, this is your first card. This is the overall energy that will feed and carry through this time period of April 28th through to May 31st. We're looking at Wands, and Wands are all about the practical things in our lives. It's about risk-taking as well and being a little daring. It's about business opportunities. Basically, it doesn't normally refer and cover the love areas or relationships. These are about all the practical things in our daily lives is what it normally represents. In this case, you're being given a heads up. Defense is the meaning of this card. This 9 sees you exerting yourself to the full. You're protecting your job, you're protecting your property, or you're otherwise defending your actions. You may have made sacrifices in the past and feel that you need to justify these by just staying put. In other words, standing your ground, not being moved. However, you may need to ask yourself if there's something that you're holding on to too tightly due to fear, is something you won't let go. And is this need for constant diligence an exhausting habit, or is it a free choice? Is something that has you, what's the word I'm looking for? Just give me a minute. There's a word I'm looking for and it's not coming. It's when you're something's dominating your thoughts, taking your time. Is something you feel you may need to stay on top of or keep an eye on or try to control what direction things are going in, trying to stay on top of something. And you have to ask yourself, you have to stop and say, is there any need for me doing this almost 24/7 in my head, keeping an eye and keeping on top of something? Is this my free choice to make this, to be doing this? Or am I feeling driven and pushed by something else? And maybe I'm wasting my time, and maybe this is all foolishness. Maybe I should just let go and let the chips fall where they may, kind of a thing. The advice of the card, here's what you need to do. You need to protect what is yours. By all means, don't hesitate to protect what is yours. But do free up your thinking. Don't get stagnant. Don't get locked into one area of your life. And the rest of there's life going on around you, and here you are focused in on something that maybe isn't for the betterment of you. All right? You have to ask yourself that. So what you need to start to do is to free up some mental space. That means stop being obsessed about something that you feel like you need to be in control of all the time. Let it go. Let it go. Open your mind to the possible and all the possibilities that could happen and could come to you. It's all in your own outlook, your own perspective. And you get to choose in this case, where do I throw my perspective at? Where's my focus at? Where's my concentration? If it isn't bettering your life, if it isn't showing that you're moving and moving forward and maybe up, which would be a big bonus. If you anything outside of that, you got to really think about, why are you giving this so much energy? All right? Because in the bigger picture, it's taking your energy. It's localizing it. It's locking it down. That's not good. But you need to free up your thinking. You need to start to create some mental space so that you can start to plan for your future. So you see yourself moving forward. You see yourself growing. You see yourself expanding, right? You know what? You don't need to explain anything to anybody either. Your choices are your choices. Your dreams are your dreams. You're the master of that. You're the creator of that. Don't let other people's opinions or weird looks or strange questions influence you in any way. Know that you're right and know that you're on the right track. All right? Just don't get swallowed up into one thing where it takes all your energy all the time. That wouldn't be good at all. Your keywords for this 9, and 9's again, intense, over the top. There's a lot going on here. Some won't be able to let go as quickly as others or redirect their focus. Keywords are determination, challenges, sacrifices, hard work, protection, and rigidity and fear are your worst enemies at this time. Don't let rigidity and especially don't let fear stop you from growing, holding you back, keeping you stuck in one place. Don't let that happen. Talk to the universe. Talk to your creator. Open yourself up and say, I need help. I need direction. Please bring these things to me. I want to be directed in the right way, down the right trail, through the right path. I don't want to be misled. I want to move forward. I want to have growth. I want to be happy. I'm looking for balance. Pour it out to your creator and your universe. Again, for anybody that's just stumbling upon this, no, Lisa, we're just beginning. We're still on the first card. We're still on the first card for Capricorn. And again, anybody that thinks the alert bell did not go off, isn't that something? Did you check, Lisa, to make sure you're subscribed to the channel? Go into your favorites on your YouTube account. Go through your favorites and see Bay of Fundy Fortunes is there. Bay of Fundy Fortunes is gone. That means you probably lost a few more at the same time. Their system just removes you from different things. I don't know why. Excuse me. So I'm also picking up with the 9. This is your energy, of course, carries you through the end of May 31st. And this may be one of these times for you, Capricorn, where you have to fight tooth and nail for what it is that you're doing or what you want. But there will be challenges that you have to walk through, fight through, move through, take on. You don't let it. Capricorn. You're Capricorn. You're Capricorn. And that in itself, it shows what a fighter you are and how you won't take anything lying down, Capricorn. You'll get back no matter how many times. If you get knocked over, knocked back, knocked sideways, doesn't matter. You come back even stronger and even more determined. All right? This may be your challenges for the month. I've got an awful itch all of a sudden. Your resolve is going to be tested at times. Your staying power. This isn't anything that's going to stop you or slow you. You're not going to allow that to happen. It's pretty plain. You're not going to be able to. Here we go. Jennifer, do you want to tell Della her question? Because I've been addressing this almost every reading. And we're not doing questions tonight, Auntie, okay? This is monthly readings we're doing. This is not a mini reading. These are monthly general readings. Hello, Kimberly. Yay for you, Kim. Yay. Cappies are very strong-willed. I know some. Boy, oh boy, where they can be a force to be reckoned with. If they come through the door, man, they don't just walk through. It's all metaphoric. They kick that door in. Kaboom. And they make an announcement, I'm here. And this is where the shit stops. And this is where I begin. That they are a force to be reckoned with. They can knock the wind out of some people just by their mere presence. They scare some people. You know, for real. For real. So, big time. Big time. So, I'll say it now, there are no April readings for April. I had too much stuff going on and I didn't get around to any of them. But this reading takes place starting today. It's an overlap. April 28th through to May 31st. So don't go looking for April readings because they don't exist. They're not there this month, okay? Yeah. Hi, Elton. How you doing, Elton? Welcome, welcome. Not too bad. Yes, Capricorns are forced to be reckoned with. Like I said, I know a couple. Really? Oh my God, is the only thing I can say. When one gets riled up or they feel there's an injustice going on and they're looking to push justice and balance. Boys, if you get a Cappy hot under the collar, don't even try. Don't try to talk them down. Don't try to distract them. They'll see what you're doing and they'll get pretty pissed off about it. Let them do their They're do what they have to do or what they feel they need to do. And all you can do is stand back and quietly keep an eye on them. They don't like being interfered with. They don't like being told how to think, how to speak, how to be. They don't like it. Personally, I don't blame them. I don't like that either. Second card, looking at your wealth, your finances. And this is a beautiful card for this moment in time with the global challenges that we're all experiencing. Blows my mind. We've got the beautiful angel of the ocean. For those of you that feel threatened financially, you've been laid off, they've been, they let you go. You don't know if you're going to be able to return to work, when you're going to be able to return to work. Some things may run a little slow, not according to your time, Capricorn, but because she's shown up in your financial sector, and with finances and the wealth represents health, mental health, physical health, emotional health. There's a lot of healing going on here. If this COVID-19 has thrown your life into a tailspin and you feel like you're moving backwards because of it, that's not going to last for long. You'll get over the initial shock of it. You'll find your footing again beneath yourself. So you're on solid ground. You will move ahead again. You will move ahead again. So that is something that you needed to hear. She's such a good card. She is. I want you to take note of the illustrations, the graphics on the card, where the angel is holding 2 cups. And I love the saying because it's so true. She's always ready to receive. There's not a shadow of doubt in her mind. She's ready to receive more blessings, more goodness, better energy. And her cups in life, she's got 2. They're not half full, they're not half empty. They are constantly refillable. Her cups never run dry. They never run low. That's her faith. That's how strong she is. There's healing going on with this card. Because I felt like some Capricorns are thrown like the wind knocked out of them. Whoa. What do you mean I can't go to work? What do you mean that you're close? What do you mean? Like it just knocked the wind out of a Capricorn. Capricorns like to be in control of everything when it comes to their own personal space, their own personal energy, their own personal life as well. Let me get my book here. You really need to lean hard on your faith with this card, Capricorn. A little bit of humility never killed anybody, or humility. All right, never killed anybody. Know your place within the cosmos. That's a big part of it too. She's a major arcana, which is just beautiful. 10, 14. Where is she? She's hiding on me. Hold on. No, went too far. Okay. Chill the hell out. Chill out. There she is. So, with this beautiful angel, this is the card of the healer, and she's the negotiator. These are the energies she's bringing to you. She's a manager, and she could be a parent who must soothe the tempest of demands to keep the peace. Let's face it, everybody's painting this picture with the coronavirus, the isolation, the lockdown, the quarantines, and they've got this picture of mom and dad and the kids and everybody getting closer and loving the time together. It isn't that way for everybody. Sorry to be the realist that I am, but it is not. Some people are in pure misery, being locked under one roof, and they can't do anything about it, with people that they're not getting along with it. They never got along with it. They don't. Some situations can be abusive, and that just perpetuates it even more. Please take care of those that have been through that and protect the children as well. Because it isn't like that for everybody. We're not all doing what would, in a perfect world, but we don't live in a perfect world. We just don't. And we need to stop idealizing that everybody's under the same umbrella. No, we're not. There are people that live alone that are, they're highly stressed. Their soul is screaming out of loneliness. The phone's not ringing. Nobody's coming to the door because they're not allowed. They want to connect with somebody outside of themselves, and they're not making it's not happily ever after here for everybody. Wouldn't it be nice if it was? But it's not. There's the thing. So some people can be very creative and constructive under the lockdown, but it's just not for everybody. It's not the way it's working. I can imagine mystery, domestic dispute, going right through the roof, but we don't talk about that, do we? We don't talk about that. We pretend that's not going on. We have no idea that the horrors that some people are living under. That's the bad thing. I bet. I know people too, Lisa, where they're Capricorns and people are scared to death. Other people are scared to death of them. They've seen that other side. I'm telling you, they're a force to be reckoned with. You don't want to get in the way of a Capricorn. It's just that simple. As much as you try, Capricorn, to keep the peace, at least you're heading in your intentions. Your intentions mean an awful lot. And to do this, you may need the patience of a saint if you're trying to keep everybody else calm and cool, collected, right? Or you may need the patience of an angel. The angel of the ocean is asking you to look to your spiritual side, to see the lesson that your situations are offering you, rather than become overwhelmed by other people's emotions or stressed out by their complaints or their needs. And another meaning is healing from past trauma, balancing the mind and the body, or balancing your finances even. And it did fall into your financial sector, so pay attention to that. But there are, you don't let other people overwhelm you. That's a big no-no right there. Other people influence your way of thinking. Don't allow that to happen. Because sometimes, Capricorn, the ones that I knew, they could have weak moments. You know, I had a friend, and she'd say, I'd be dead right now if it wasn't for you, Natalie. I'd be like, what the hell are you doing? Are you not using your freaking brain? What is wrong? One time, we were quite young. We were in our early 20s, and she wanted to take a roommate in. She said she was doing it, but she never told me when she found somebody, and this guy moved in there. He was a male model. And he traveled between Toronto and the Maritimes here. And when he moved in, she was shocked. She said her bathroom was transformed. He had more facial creams and he had more beauty products than she did. And no, he was not a gay man. He was straight. But he loved his own appearance. He was conceited, a little vain. And she said he was there and he was like, oh, could you do this for me, Deb? Could you do that for me? And she was doing things for him. And I'd say, I thought we were going out. I come all the way over here, drove all the way over here from the other side of town. We're supposed to be somewhere. And you're doing his laundry. He wants you to wash his hair. What? And she said, oh, something real weird happened. I went in to make his bed and straighten his room up, and I found a big knife under his pillow. I almost lost it right there. Get rid of him. Why is he sleeping with a big knife under his pillow? You see, she was a strong Capricorn, but she let her guard. This guy, he wore her back. He wore her down. Long story short, a few years after that, somebody murdered him in Toronto. He was murdered in Toronto. She almost passed out. I said, I told you. You know, and that's what she meant by, if it wasn't for you, I'd probably be dead. Because I used to be very direct and honest with her, brutally at times. As I said, I'm not pissing around the bush here, you know. Not only put yourself at risk, put me at risk. Anybody else that comes in around you, your family, your friends, are all at risk. Some guy's so paranoid that he can't sleep at night without a weapon under his pillow. So, I mean, he wore her down, is what happened. And I didn't like seeing her that way. I didn't like seeing her. She said, And she'd tell people, Natalie's my best friend, and if Natalie doesn't approve of you, then I'm not approving, because that's just the way it goes, because Natalie gives me the rundown and the lowdown on everybody. And I would. I'd say, see that person? Stay the hell away from them. They're bad news. You know? And I was always right. It would turn, I'd say, well, just wait and see. See what unfolds, and sure enough. But they can get softened to the point where they're taken advantage of sometimes, because I've seen that myself. And then see the other side of her. Oh, my dear Lord, she was like a Tasmanian devil. Get the hell out of her way. So they can be complex. You guys can be complex at times. As I said, another meaning is healing past trauma, balancing the mind and the body, or balancing your finances to budget. And financial planning may take priority now. Yes, it can happen for a lot of people right now going through the same thing, Capricorn or whatever sign. Also, the angel of the ocean can be a sign of angelic guidance. Know that your angels are here to protect you through this very demanding time. And Capricorn, just to say, don't make this demanding time any more than what it already is. It's got enough fire under it that it's running its own steam. So you don't need to add anything to the fire. Nothing. The angel, yes. The advice. You'll need to work a little bit of magic now to reconcile any opposites in your life. Be patient. It's Capricorn we're talking about here. Be patient. Be compassionate. And you will get everything done. You'll get everything to work in your own favor, or just the way you want it to. You get more organized and orderly to your likes, to your needs. And the key words here are balance. Reconciliation. That's a good thing. All right, that's when Capricorn, take a step back, take a deep breath, and take a second look at something and say, okay, my bad, I was wrong, and I'm sorry, kind of a thing. Patience is going to be needed. Pay attention to the flow of the energies that are around you. Never hold back on compassion, but don't be taken in for a sucker either. Somebody playing on your compassionate side. Develop a feel for that so you can tell when that's happening. Finances and angels as well. It's all good. I am feeling for those Cappies that, you had the rug pulled from under you in the financial sense, your job, your work, because of the COVID-19. You're going to be okay. You're going through a bit of a rough patch. But once you get yourself back in order again, standing on your own 2 feet, looking straight ahead, facing the reality, and the realness of it all, while keeping your feet on the ground. Don't lie to yourself and don't lie to anybody else. You're going to be okay. You will find your way back. Not without challenges and a lot of lessons learned during this time as well. A lot. That would take a lot, Natasha. Metrosexual, yes, yes. Queen of Swords is falling into your hearth, your home, your intimates, your relationships. We've got this beautiful Queen of Swords. And this card, who just said that to me? Natasha, this card probably applies to you more than most right here. This is a card about resilience. This is a card standing your ground. You don't mess with this lady. This lady has a presence about her, and people don't mess around. This energy, people don't mess with this. If you're carrying it, male or female, people don't mess around with this energy. Not with her. She's a force to be reckoned with. This is so Capricorn, this card. This is Capricorn through and through with this whole card. I almost got goosebumps. Truly. Hello, Tijao. Oh my goodness. Yes, the Queen of Swords. She commands a lot of respect everywhere she goes. She's highly intelligent. And now we're talking Capricorn here. Highly intelligent and driven. She commands respect. She holds her ground. She puts her own interests first, and that's not in a selfish way. She's smart enough to know, if I don't take care of me first and give myself the best that I can treat myself as or with, that's going to give me more energy, more staying power, so I can be a benefit to the other people that are around me, and I can help other people. I can direct other people. I can advise other people. All right? It's not selfish, like I said. She has to feed herself before she can feed anybody else. That's the way it goes. She is charming, but she does not suffer any fools, and she can see the truth in a situation in a flash. Nobody should try to con you, lie to you, bullshit you, send you in the wrong direction. God help them if someone tries. Nobody usually gets that far, though. She knows. She smells it. She can taste the dishonesty. She knows. Her innards are on fire, and they burn with the stress of knowing. And how dare you think and insult my intelligence? How dare you insult my intelligence? I see what you're up to. And it's a fire that's in them. Capricorns are real fiery. Man, I'm telling you, if they were a dragon, you want to get the hell out of the way. You know? Wow. This card often comes up in a reading to show a strong woman. They're business leaders. They're independent females. Sometimes they're single parents. And if she comes up and you're resonating with this card, it's time for you to now show your strength of character if you've been holding back. Now's the time to let her rip. That's what I say, let her rip. Anybody dare try to insult your intelligence, your intuition, man, I feel sorry for them. Because there'll be no mercy. And I'll tell you, Capricorns won't stand for being insulted or offended in any way, shape, or form. Now you've started a war, you know? And she's going to come out the winner. Capricorn will come out the winner. There's just no other way of looking at it. It's just the possibilities of her being beaten down just don't exist. She always gets back up. The advice of this card: be prepared to make strong decisions or respond to a final decision even being made for a woman. And where this is in with your relationships, your family, and your home, you're going to find yourself as some in a big home atmosphere with a lot of people under the same roof. You need to set an example and lead the way. Show and state, make a point of what everyone's expectation, what the expectations from each individual, living within the family, living within the home, and what's expected of them. Making a point, in your face, honesty and truth. I don't care if it's your mother, your father, your brother, your sister, your kids, aunt, uncle, grand, I don't care. Everybody brings something to the table here, so you can work as just like well-oiled wheel. And there shouldn't be any other way. And to have ultimate respect for each other, as long as everyone's respecting each other's space, their desires, their likes, their not so likes, it'll all be good. And she knows this. She knows this. It shows you as being somebody setting a really good example, but you're making sure as well that people follow through. All right? That they follow through. There's no messing around. There's no second guessing. There's no guesswork. Everything is above board. Everything is above board and honest. Straightforward. That's the only way you can do it and survive it. You know? So, things need to be, don't they? All right, Red? They need to be. Life is too short at this point. Even more so now. With the COVID-19, life is just too short. And there's no room. You know, you get 3 or 4 or 5, 6 people all living under one. There seems to be one that's always got the whirlwind going. Go right at them. Go right for the throat. And I don't mean in an angry way, but you be on them. Because the rest are not going to tolerate it for much longer. They're going to be stuck in a house where they're not They're not being dealt with. People are like, I'm not dealing with you. You're no different than the rest of us. Just play by the rules so we all come out of this the other end in fine shape. We don't need to be destroyed through all of this, you know? So, yes, everybody's to be respected. The next card we're looking at here, challenges should there be any, and things start to lighten up a little bit here. And maybe this is a sign where restrictions are being lifted and softened up a bit as far as our everyday life goes. For Capricorn, we're looking at the Eight of Pentacles and achievement. The eights bring about change, some kind of change in one arm of your life, one part of your life. Change takes place. Is it the hierarchy within the family structure? Maybe it is. Maybe one parent says, I've tried this, I've tried everything, this is your turn now. And that's where Capricorn says, I'm not putting up with this bullshit. Not for one moment. You know? Arguments going on, avoidance going on, and you should be coming together, and there's all these cracks going on, and then in walks Capricorn. In walks the Queen of Swords. And that energy, I'm telling you, she can get a ship in straight order real quick. Real quick. She has a leadership way about her. And people, when she speaks and she means what she says, some people almost feel intimidated by her. They're just in awe. She'll always be truthful, straightforward. She'll be fair. She treats everybody the same. But here's the thing. She's not just a boss. She's not just somebody telling people what to do. She's also the other side of her, which is very compassionate. And if somebody in the family has a problem and they need someone to go to turn to, she's it. And they all know that. They don't want to lose that from her. They want to know that she's always there. She makes life feel like it's in a good place despite the circumstances. She makes you feel safe. You feel safe with her around. You would never want to lose her, all right, in any way. So this is a beautiful thing. In Capricorn, you step up to the plate when you need. When you see a need, you fill it. All right? When you see a need, you fill it. When you see somebody pulling off from the rest of the family, you investigate it. You investigate it. You get to the bottom of it, and you don't let things get out of hand. This is a beautiful, beautiful thing. Then the last card, I just can't get over this last card for you guys. It just shows aces, brand new beginnings, starting over, starting again, picking up where you left off from. Pentacles, representing the wealth in your life in more ways than one, more than money. But there's this whole energy of prosperity here, forward movement and growth. Look at this. It's getting on top again. Everybody coming out to step into the real sunshine. Things coming together. This is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful card for you. I'm so happy, Capricorn. So the only threat and the only thing Capricorn has to worry about is losing self-control. And they can do that too, because I've seen it. Lose complete self-control. And one thing Capricorns can't stand is injustice. They just about, it makes them hyperventilate. It makes them crazy, crazy, cray-cray. And you see the force and the whirlwind, the tornado of energy that can be expelled by a Capricorn when they see something that's just not right. If you know what I mean. And it does feel like an injustice going on. So let's see, that's one thing. But this is like the happily ever after. All the stuff that I'm not saying the time between now and the end of May is going to be a cakewalk. It is not. It won't be boring. I can tell you that. It is not going to be a boring period for people that are bored and in lockdown. Not this time. Not between this date and the end of May. It is not going to be boring. There's going to be a lot going on. And you know what? You'll even say to yourself, what the hell would they all have done if I hadn't been here? Lucky for them, I was here. And that's okay. You go ahead and say that and you pat yourself on the back. You're the only one that can handle it, Capricorn. You're the only one. There's none better that could happen. in this way. Let me get out the generic side of the book. I love this card for you guys. It's really, really nice. It really, truly is. Beautiful. Just beauty. Beauty, beauty. Come on, work with me here. There. Okay, first thing off the card, everybody's going to want to hear this, and they're going to like it. The prosperity is the overall energy of this card. But the first thing, money is coming into you, is coming towards you. You're going to be receiving some kind of a reward or gift, or you're seeing an opportunity to generate more income through new work or personal projects. In relationships, the ace is showing stability. An additional meaning of this card could be for somebody moving to a new home or using money wisely to invest in a property. Overall, the Ace of Pentacles reveals a very happy, a very stable, and a very successful time for you. And it's long overdue. And you paid your dues, Capricorn. This is all coming towards you. I want that to resonate with everybody here. I truly, truly do. Maximize your good fortune. Make the most of what you have. Make the most of what's coming forward. Make the most. Even if you're not sure, you go forward, you check something out and say, no, that's going to be a waste of my time. Nope, that's none of my business. Nope, I can't do it. Be honest, but there are things coming towards you. You've paid your dues. You've been through enough. You've done the right thing from day one. You have played by the rules. You've been more than fair and patient, an extension of your generosity. You've been very giving and very understanding. And like I said, some of you will be going, where the hell would they all be if I hadn't been here? Because nobody else was doing anything about all the problems. Be proud of yourself. Paid your dues, the rewards are coming for you. This is a beautiful thing. In relationships, the ace is showing stability. Another meaning of the card, as I said, is moving to a new home or investing your money wisely. Overall, the Ace of Pentacles reveals a very happy, stable, successful time for you. Maximize your good fortune. Make your money work for you, not you for your money. Right? You deserve this. It's time to make some wise financial decisions. You got your mind on your money and your money on your mind. Who was in that movie? Was that Richard Pryor was in that? Wow, it was good. Anyway, the key words, the final words, and you God, I can't stop looking at this card. I just love it. There's a good vibration coming from this card. Beginnings and finances. So beginnings and finances, new beginnings, money, and not the lack of, are the first things off this card that you need to be aware of and listen up. There could be a new job for some, followed by success, properties coming into the picture, but security and creativity is part of it as well. There's no dulling down here. You see the word creativity, and what it does, it brings pops of color into your life. And what I mean by that is some new, fresh, lively energies that really make your life feel a lot more vibrant. Law people, look, you got... After going through everything we're going through, it's a thrill for me to take a walk in the backyard with my little black lover, my little beauty. He's everything to me. And for me to be able to go, I take things in the moment, in the now, and I say, come on, my sweetheart, let's go down in the YARD and have a pee and a, do your business, and we'll play, fetch with the stick. And sometimes we go down to the beach and I take him off the leash and let him go, and he just gets to be a dog. And I live within that moment, and I think if I lived in the city in an apartment building, the closest thing I could come to keep me sane would be to open a window and stick my face out the window and get some air. People in apartment buildings, They don't have backyards normally. They're not allowed to sit out on the front doorstep because there's people coming and going. They're literally locked into an apartment. I would be out. That would be so hard for me because I'm such a nature freak, and I love my solitude, and I love to be alone, except I'm never alone because Mother Nature's always right there all the time. But we have to keep our perspective. Yes, I'm alone, and I get restless. Sometimes I'd say, well, if I had a car, I'd go for a long drive today. Well, I can't do that. I'll grab some of my cameras, go take a walk and see what I can see, trying to fill in that time. But I fight with the, well, I'm just going to sit here. I don't even know if I'll change into clothes today out of my jammies. Maybe come bedtime, I'll just put on clean jammies, a nice hot bath, and get some clean jammies on and crawl into bed. You know, we all fight the things that aren't necessarily good for us. I'm always burned out after reading, so I struggle with that on top of the everyday things that can drain us. A lot of readers will tell you that, and some readers have given up reading tarot altogether. They could not handle the fatigue post a reading. So I'm that way. So when I miss a night, like I should finish these up tomorrow night, if I don't, it's because I'm tired. That's the only reason why. I'm very tired. I do have some private readings I have to attend, and I'll be taking care of some of those tomorrow. And try to get them out. And once they're out, they're off my mind because they lay on my mind. I wake up in the morning and that's the first thing. Other than I have to go pee. But it's the first thing I go, what am I going to do today? Oh, I've got some personal readings. You know, and they've been waiting, 4 or 5 days? Oh my God. And it makes me crazy. But when the time comes and I go, that's my last reading for now. I've cleared the board. And the sense of relief comes over me. That's when I really feel the fatigue. That's when I don't want to do anything. You know, it's just, I just want to lay here. I just want to sit here. I want to watch some mindless television or some mindless where I don't have to use my brain or my intuition. I want to give it all a vacation, you know. But we all have our shortcomings. We don't like ourselves sometimes when you're alone. I don't like myself all the time. And I talk to the universe constantly about that. Help me with the weaker parts of my personality. New things have emerged that I was never like before, but over the last year, I'm like, where's this other person coming from? And I don't like this other person. Being quick-tempered, being short, being, you know, just talk to me straight. Stop the bullshit. I can't tolerate. Life is too short to be tolerating people that all they do is just shovel the crap and shovel the crap. I can only take that for so long, and then boom, that's it. I'm done with you. I'm done. You should know me better at this point, especially if it's someone that knows me. They're serving me some bullshit. I don't know. Life is too short. And we need to respect the very essence of life itself by keeping it real. Real saves us a lot of time. Being real allows us to deal with something that's been a little off kilter. Let's straighten that up. Let's fix that until we walk away and we feel better, kind of a thing. So thank you all for your comments. I can't see them all, but they're going through. It's wonderful. Thank you, Melissa. Thank you, Boji Joy. Thank you, R.I. Red. It's like Rhode Island Red is what I'm assuming. Thank you, Natasha. Thanks, Natasha. Thank you, Christina. Thank you, Jennifer, always. You're welcome, Sarah. You guys are all very, very welcome. I'm sorry if I missed anybody. Love you for your kind words. I'm just more concerned. You know, last week and the week before I wasn't at my best. And I found I wasn't alone. That was a good thing about me opening up to a couple friends like Jennifer, another friend, Gina, and we just kind of spill things for a little bit. And I was having crying bouts, and it was taking nothing for me to break me. I was just like, everything was making me cry. I could not. I lost my inner strength somehow, and all I felt was this overwhelming, profound sadness. That's part of being an empath anyway. And you're feeling what the world is feeling. There's a lot of hopelessness in the world right now. I can tell you that. A lot of people, they're feeling bitter. Their frame of mind is jaded a little bit because they're starting to lose hope. We're all going to die. We're all going to die. The world's going to end. These are end days. We're all done for. No, don't ever think that way. As long as you're still kicking, as long as you still got a heartbeat, as long as you breathe, there is always hope for a better tomorrow. Live more in the moment. What people are doing is they're looking at the bigger picture here, and maybe you shouldn't be. Live more in the now. When I can focus in on the now, because scientifically proven, you can only formulate one thought in your brain at a time. So if I feel my head going into a place it shouldn't be going into, that's not healthy for me, I've got to take and redirect my focus onto something else. Music is a godsend. Music is fantastic. I don't care what you're listening to. I don't care if it's rap. I don't care if it's fiddle music. I don't care if it's the top 40, if it's pop, whatever it is that turns your crank. But music should always make you feel good, not bad. It should never make you feel sad, and it shouldn't make you feel angry or any of those negative things. Music should always uplift and fill you. It can change your whole day around. If you've got music going, it's your favorite music, get focused in on something while the music plays in the background. I have to force myself to do that. I'm always better when I'm reading, even though I go, oh, I just don't feel like it. I really don't feel like it. I don't feel like reading tonight. I really don't feel like it. And I go, but you have to. You know you do. You have to, Natalie. You know you do. I talk to myself all the time. And then I get into the reading and people come in, oh, you look wonderful today. And I'm feeling like crap. Well, once the reading begins, all the stuff that was eating at me before, upsetting me, weighing me down, it's all gone. I'm only in the reading. I'm only in the reading. And when I get a beautiful card like the Ace, right? The Ace of Pentacles, I feel that inside smile. The smile that you see from me is absolutely pure and genuine. That makes my night. The good cards coming up, or even the cards that may be seen as a little more darker and gray, I look at those as a warning. So within that, looking at that context of a bad card, that's a good thing. You're being given a heads up. You're being pre-warned that this could possibly come at you. Also, just to throw in there, that nothing is written in stone. So when a tarot reading is done for you, that's how it comes out, as things are at this time, in this moment. This is what tarot is saying. That is subject to change. It is subject to change. Unless I'm feeling a definite, and I will usually say that, you can take this to the bank because this is going to happen. And I'm never wrong. Tarot's never wrong. It's amazing. But we always look for it because there's the good side, the bad side of everything, but it's our reaction to it and how we deal with it and how we handle it is a lot of it. Whatever, Christina, you know what? Crank the tunes, baby. It's all you got to do. Crank the tunes. And I don't care if you're doing the funky chicken, or you're doing the horse, or any, I don't care what dance you're doing. If it's bringing you joy and making you happy and making you laugh and giving you that inside smile, why not? You're not hurting anybody. Why the hell not? It does. It drowns out. You're right, Rhode Island Red. It does. It drowns out the nonsense in life. It really, really does. Music is amazing. Choirs are fun. You know, a lot of soul singers, a lot of professional singers that are, you know, in the field today, a lot of them started out in a choir. And a choir is a beautiful thing. I don't care what they're singing, but you get a gathering of people and the harmonies, the blends, and all of that. That's very transcending. It is you're transcended into another vibration, and it's good all the way around. There's no second guessing. Is this bad? Is that? No, it's beautiful. And it feeds something primal as well within us. When we go into a choir practice, we come out the other end, we're not the same. We're better. And that is the truth. Yes, you let the music, break through the barriers that are there. It never fails. Look, I'm living in a little self-contained cottage here. I don't have any neighbors to really bother, especially at this time of year. Doors and windows are still closed. I've got a big, tall Bluetooth speaker. That sucker goes up. That goes up loud, loud, loud. And then I'll start puttering around doing housework or things like this. I don't have to worry about anybody coming to my door and catching me. You know what I'm saying? But it really helps. And then when I shut the music off, the silence feels different than before I had turned the music on. The silence feels good. It feels acceptable. It's a beautiful thing. Yes, frequencies. That's right. That's right. The movie with Whoopi Goldberg, the Sister Act. I've got both CDs here, and one of my kids, I don't know why they picked that, because I never expressed anything about but they got me both movies, and I watched it not that long ago, and there were a lot of messages in those movies, a lot, and they were all good. Whoopi Goldberg comes in there with her badass self. I love her. I love the movies that she's done. She always takes the shit out of every situation. It's unbelievable. But she'd shake her fanny on, wearing the habit and the whole bit, and the froze out to here, and who came to see them? Whether you like it or not, I'm not getting into religion, but I'm just saying, impressive, just the same. The Pope came in. And what about all the street people, right? They heard the music and it drew them in. Before you know it, they had a full house. And it was a beautiful thing. I cried a few times through that movie as well. So, I tell you, it's been a good night. It's been good reading. I'm feeling it. I've had a long day. Went into the city today. When I go into the city, boys, oh boys, oh boys, that takes a lot out of me. But I got some things done, and it was good. And spent some time with my older son. That was funny. And I'm watching it. Didn't say anything today, but I'm watching it. When they were little, the superstore that I shop at, my kids grew up in that store. And the people that have worked there 20, 25 years, whatever, they see my boys now. They go, oh, my God, I remember when they were that small, trailing behind you with the cart. And I'd say, yeah, I know. And my kids would complain. They'd go, Mom, we want to go home. Big superstore, but I knew a lot of people. And it took a lot to get up and down each aisle. They'd say there's somebody in every frickin' aisle that wants to talk to Mom. There's someone in every aisle, and I said, well, I can't be rude. These are old friends. I can't be rude to these people. We've got to catch up for a couple minutes, and then they're in a hurry too. So just be patient. And they would tell their other friends, I hate going to the superstore with Mom getting groceries. I hate it. It takes us forever. We could have been out there an hour and a half ago and be done and be home. But no. There's Mom and down some aisle talking to 2 or 3 people. They're all in. It's not me to start. I always say hi and keep moving. And then they stop. When they stop, you have to stop. Otherwise, it's rude. But my son today, and I'm like, where is he? And I can hear him laughing. He's talking to total strangers. And they're laughing, both of them, him and I'm going, OMG. Oh my, and this happened every aisle. Somebody would say, a total stranger would say something, and he would laugh, and they would laugh. And I'm going, he's turning into me. He's turning, and he was one who used to complain the most. Or I hate this. Can't we just get the groceries and get out of here? I want to go home. So, but that was interesting today because I never really seen that before with my kids, and I didn't bring it up to them. I didn't say anything. At one point, there was another woman, and he was like laughing with her. And I said, what was that all about? He says, oh, nothing. We're just laughing. Oh, my goodness. So, and also just to say, yes, Linda, so when we do the next mini readings it'll be in a couple of nights here. We'll get you taken care of. We'll tag you. We'll send you a tag in the group on Facebook. And when you see that, you know to come in. So, for those of you that are new, I am Natalie, and Bay of Fundy Fortunes is coming up on year 4 very soon, in a couple of weeks. Very, very soon. Obsessed? Nancy. Obsessed? Obsessed much? Yes. You might miss most of the reading right now, but there's the replay. You can go back and you can look at the replay. Anyways, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, you're more than welcome. Please do. Make sure you click the notification bell as well, in hopes that it'll work and you get notified. There are tens of thousands of members for Bay of Fundy Fortunes, and maybe 5 or 6 people. Notifications will go off. The rest of them have no idea. What is that, 3 times tonight, Jennifer? Somebody said, I haven't seen you in a year. I haven't gone anywhere, and Jennifer will tell you, I do way more readings now than I ever did before, and I'm sorry you're missing them all. If you think you're behind, go to the main page for Bay of Fundy Fortunes and look through, and you'll see they're all live readings. The only ones pre-recorded now are the private readings, because I like people to get their money's worth. I never take it back. I never take them down. You can get a reading today, go back in 6 months, a year from now, and you can rewatch that reading again as often as you paid for it. It's yours. It's always going to be there. Everything else now is done. It saves me time and energy by doing the live readings now for the monthlies, whatever else ones I throw in, and for the mini readings, they're all live. So, and once I close this, it takes a little bit. YouTube updates and processes it. Next thing you know, it's ready to go. You just click play and you can watch the whole thing from start to finish. Yeah, I'm always doing readings. See, Jennifer's vouching for me here. Way more than I ever did before. Way more. So, it was a good reading. It was an interesting reading for Capricorn. I had fun with that. I had fun. I'm glad you do, Linda. And for those of you that are saying, I haven't seen you in a year, go back in, check the channels that you're subscribed to. Chances are, if you're not, haven't been getting notifications, Bay of Fundy Fortune's not on your sub list anymore. And probably a few more have been taken with it, and maybe all of them, because I've had it happen to me. Thinking, why am I not getting notifications for the channels I'm subscribed to? I go into my favorites and there's none. They were all gone. I had to resubscribe to everything. That's part of the problem. The YouTube system does that. It just unsubscribes. Who knows why? I don't know why, but it does. So, and I appreciate all you guys being here as well. I think maybe now that, hi Gail. Yes, don't be, as they say, a sheep. Think for yourself. That's a big thing with me, for people to think for themselves. So, welcome back, Jan. But people need to spend, that makes me angry when people don't, well, that one said this, and he said that, and she said do it this way, he said that. No, you use your own logic and your own common sense. That starts a fire on me when we get into a subject like that. Really. We're all done, Jan. You'll have to wait until YouTube processes this live stream, and then you'll be able to go in and click play and watch it from start to finish. And in saying that, it's a good idea, Rhode Island Red. Check and see what's going on. As I said, the new ones, click the notification button. And if you happen to be on Facebook, why don't you hop over and pay us a visit there as well. We're under groups. It's Bay of Fundy Fortunes, and it's closed, and it's private, and it is chock full of people that are just like you, and they're just like me. So, yes, the next, either tomorrow night or the night after, depends how I feel. It'll be Aquarius and Pisces and Aries, and they will be the 3 that round off the 12. So, wonderful. Wonderful. We'll make sure you get in there good. Right there, right above Elton. Elton, see where Jennifer Launders has Facebook.com? Click on that, it'll take you right in. And then we'll go in and approve and bring you in. You don't have to even do anything. You don't have to take part. If you want to just sandy bag, as they say, sit back and watch everything, you can do that too. I mean, there's a little over 2,000 people in there. And believe you me, not everybody partakes. They just sit back and they watch. So it's whatever you're comfortable with. So, you too, Starseed. You too. We're trying, Sylvia. Thank you, everybody. Take care of each other. Hang on. We get through this global epidemic. We're all in this together. And you know what? There's no race, no creed, no color now anymore, is there? Is there? It's like the brown egg and the white egg. Once you crack that shell, it's all the same on the inside, right? And there's no race issues coming into this. We're all exposed on an equal level. And in saying that, I have an international group. People from all over the world are in there. So we don't go near the topics of religion or anything that's going to start fights or political things. Save that for your own wall. Don't bring it into the group. That's not acceptable. All right? So just some things. Thank you, Jennifer. Everybody thank Jennifer, and one more time. Happy birthday, baby. For the rest of this month, Jennifer, it's your birthday. Enjoy it all. Enjoy, enjoy, enjoy. You know what? I've worked up an appetite. Now I'm hungry. I'm hungry. I'm a hungry hippo. Oh, my goodness. Oh, thank you very, very much, Jar. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the group. Welcome. Please keep the peace in so you can share your love and your light out with the rest of the world. Hold on for the rest of the ride that we're in. Get your crash helmet on, your safety vest on. We're going to get through this one way or another. Just practice good hygiene and keep the social distance. Just imagine all the hugging you're going to get to do when this is over. Thank you so much. Much love to every one of you. Thank you so much for being here. And you can all come back and hang out when I do the next 3, which will be the last 3 readings for the month of May. I thank you all very much from the bottom of my heart. Thank you, Jennifer, for being here and helping out. We'd be lost without you. Good night, everybody, and I hope to see you all soon again.